Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I thought it would be fun to answer some questions. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. No intro, that's right. Starting here first we have Dovacraft88 who asked the question, would you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh or have you already played it? To just put it simply, I have already. I already have played Yu-Gi-Oh. I was actually really into the game when I was younger and I spent a lot of time collecting and trading the cards. And I enjoyed the strategy and skill that it required, but I did eventually lose interest in the game as I got older and moved on to other hobbies and things like that. But I do have very fond memories of the time that I spent playing it and the friendships that I made throughout the game. So there you go. Thank you very much for that question, Dovacraft. Let's take a look at this question here by Rocky, who asked, what inspired you to keep going with your channel even though some people don't exactly like your content? To put it simply, what inspired me to keep going, I think, with my channel, even though some people don't exactly like my content, is the fact that I see it as a learning opportunity with all the criticisms and things like that. I'm always trying to improve and grow as a creator, and I see negative feedback or criticism as an opportunity to reflect on my work and find ways to improve. I also appreciate the fact that I'm able to share my journey and experiences with others through my channel, and the way that it allows me to connect with others and learn from them. Even though I do sometimes receive some negative comments or criticisms from time to time, I try to stay open-minded and receptive to feedback and use it as ways to grow and evolve. So thank you, Rocky, for the question. Here is the next question by, however you say this, Pancon Queso. They asked, what is the inspiration to start your YouTube channel? The answer is very simple. Basically, my inspiration to start YouTube channel was to create a creative outlet for myself. I'm a pretty creative person and I always have a lot of ideas and projects that I want to explore. And I thought that starting a YouTube channel would be a good way to express myself and share my work with others. I also hoped that my channel would be a place where I could challenge myself and maybe try some new things or something. And where I could share my journey and experiences with others who might be interested in those things. Now, this person also asked another question. The other question they asked was, why did you make Danny Ball Sub your username? This is a very simple thing as well. I made Danny Ball Sub as my username because it's a combination of my real name and a reference to a hobby or interest that I have. I'm really into soccer and I thought it would be cool to incorporate that into my username in a way that was a little bit creative and tongue-in-cheek, you know, a little funny and everything. I also liked the way it was a little bit different and unexpected, and I thought, you know, maybe it would be a good way to express my personality and interests online. And lastly, this person also asked another question, why do you play Ponytown? And to answer that, quite simply, I play Ponytown because it's a really fun and creative outlet. I love the cute, colorful characters and the way that the game allows me to express myself and create my own stories. I also enjoy the sense of community and friendship that the game provides, and the way I can connect with others, players and stuff like that, to make new friends and stuff. Overall, I just really find it enjoyable and a rewarding experience. Here's one by Goobers who asked the questions, is banana? To put it simply, yes, banana is definitely a thing. It's a fruit with a yellow or sometimes green peel, and it's usually long, usually curved. It's known for its sweet, creamy taste. It is high potassium content. It's often it's often eaten as a snack, really, usually, or used in cooking and baking. So in short, banana is a very real and delicious thing. Here's the next question. Damien asked the question, is there a spy among us? Well, it's pretty simple, really. I mean, I'm not sure if there is a spy among us or not. Ooh, maybe there is. I haven't really seen any evidence or received any credible information that would suggest that someone is secretly working against us. However, it is important to always be aware of potential threats and to take steps to protect ourselves and our interests. If we do suspect that someone might be a spy, it's important to handle the situation with care and discretion and to follow proper procedures for investigating and addressing the issue. So yeah, be careful out there because there may just be a spy among us. This next question comes from Anonymous Artist, I think is how you say that. It says, how long have you been playing Ponytown? And so far, what's your favorite update in the game that the game has gotten? Okay, I mean, I've been playing Ponytown for about insert length of time, and it's definitely a game that I've stuck with for a long time. I love the creative aspect of it and the way it allows me to express myself and have fun with others. As for my favorite update, That's hard. I'd have to say the insert update or feature was really exciting for me. I love the way it added insert specific details about the update and really improved the overall quality of the game. It was a lot of fun to dive into it and see all the engaging features and changes, and I think it really helped to keep things interesting and engaging. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for the question there. Let's see what other questions we have, because there's another question by Blow on My Poop Pipe, who asked, what's your favorite season in Ponytown? Well, my favorite season in Ponytown is definitely spring. It's definitely spring. I love the way the flowers and the trees start to bloom and the way everything feels so fresh and new. I also really enjoy all the Easter-themed events and decorations that happen during this time and the way the community comes together to celebrate. It's such a happy and hopeful time of year, and I always really feel inspired and energized when spring rolls around. So yeah, there you go. Next question comes from Shanecraft 1565. They asked, you like jazz? To put it simply, yes, I really enjoy jazz. I love the way it incorporates a wide range of musical styles and influences, and the way that it the way that it allows for a lot of creativity and improvisation. I love improv. I also appreciate the history and cultural significance of jazz and the way it has shaped so much of modern music. I enjoy listening to all kinds of jazz, actually, from classic swing and bebop to more experimental and fusion styles. What about you? Do you like jazz? Next question comes in from Alex9272, who asks, what is your biggest mistake in Ponytown? I actually had to think about this one for a while because I was a little bit perplexed at what you meant by this. But I think my biggest mistake in Ponytown was probably when I didn't manage my resources very well. I was so focused on building and expanding my stable that I didn't really realize I was overspending and not having enough for the future. As a result, I ended up running into some financial difficulties and having to cut back on some things I wanted to do. It was a good lesson in the importance of budgeting and planning ahead and things like that. I learned a lot about how to manage my resources more effectively. So yeah, that's probably my biggest mistake. And now I try to be more mindful of my spending and make sure I always have enough for the future. The next question comes in from CookieBat, who asks, what is your favorite spot in Ponytown? This one was really tough too. But I think my favorite spot in Ponytown is the park. I love the way it's always filled with flowers and trees and the way there are so many different paths and areas to explore. I also really enjoy all the activities you can do in the park, like playing sports or having a picnic. It's just such a vibrant and lively place there, and I always feel like I can connect with like nature or something and get some fresh air whenever I'm there. Thank you, CookieBat. Here comes our next question from Sun is Lost. What is your favorite pony? My favorite pony is Fluttershy. I really admire her kindness and compassion and the way she always puts others before herself. She's such a caring and supportive friend, and I love the way she can connect with animals in a way that no one else really can. I also really appreciate that she has a bit of a shy and timid personality, and I feel like I can relate to that. I think it's really important to be true to yourself, and Fluttershy is a great model for that in that respect. So yeah, Fluttershy is the best. She really is. We're almost done here. Here is another question. This one is by Bevs6291. They asked, is YouTube your full-time job, or do you have a main job outside of YouTube? I want to be a YouTuber someday too, but I don't know if it's possible to earn enough money to support myself. To put it simply, it's a bit of a mix, really. YouTube is not my full-time job, but it's definitely more than just a hobby. I have a main job outside of YouTube that pays the bills, but I've been able to build up my channel to the point where it generates a significant amount of income as well. I see both as important parts of my career, and I try to balance them as best I can, even though it may be difficult at times. I'm always looking for ways to grow my channel and make the most of opportunities it provides while still maintaining my job and responsibilities. And to answer your other half of your question, it is possible to support yourself purely through YouTube, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes time, and it takes a lot. So there you go. Thanks for the question. Let's go ahead and take a look at our last question, which is by Amic. I don't even know how to say that, to be honest with you. But they asked, how did you discover Ponytown along with your present career? So let's see. How should I answer this? I guess I just stumbled upon it one day in Ponytown. I just stumbled upon Ponytown one day while I was looking for a new game to play online. I wasn't really looking for anything specific, but something about the cute, colorful characters and the community aspect of the game really appealed to me. As for my career, I'm currently working as a graphic designer, and I've found that art and design skills I've developed in Ponytown have helped me in my professional work. For example, creating custom designs for my ponies has helped me practice my digital illustration skills and get better at using certain software programs. So while I initially discovered Ponytown just for fun, it's ended up being a really useful tool, for my career development as well. So yeah, there you go. Thank you guys for all of your questions. I do have one more thing to say and one more thing to do here before I do close everything off here. Thank you guys for all the questions. And no, I did not answer any of these. That's right. Boom, I got you. I didn't answer a single question. You're sitting there like, what do you mean? I don't understand. You spent the last 10 minutes answering questions. Well, guess what? I put all of your questions into ChatGPT, and it answered every single one of them. That's right, ChatGPT answered every single one of them. If you don't believe me, here it is right here. It's on screen right now. I literally asked it every single one of those questions, and those were the answers. It gave me 3 answers for all of them. There you go, boom. That's how you do it right there, gamers. I never have to script another video again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna... But seriously, ChatGPT is really cool, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to just feed your questions into it and see if anyone would notice. So if you guys did notice, then let me know in the comments below if you knew that this was AI generated or not. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all those wonderful things like that. Because when you do wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.